Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Annabelle, to those who are new to this channel, and to those who've always been there, welcome back. In today's video we're going to talk about 5 things that annoys me about Germans. You know, there are things that they do and I think, like, why and how and why do you do that? Why should you do that? You know, things that I don't really understand, and I want to share those things with you guys today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I'm posting something. Let's not waste time. Let's start. The first thing that we're going to talk about is, of course, the way Germans ask questions. Like, have you ever met a German? Tell me, how many questions did you have to answer before you start a normal conversation? I mean, with us blacks or Africans, when we meet, we are just talking. Like, I know that you come from Ghana, it's okay. I don't need to know how you came to Germany, and why you are in Germany. But when you are talking to a German, when you meet them, it's always like, yeah, so where do you come from? Zimbabwe. How did you come to Germany? With a flight? Why did you choose Germany of all the countries? Because I wanted Germany. Like, there are always questions. How is the weather in Zimbabwe? So, do you come from a rich family or a poor family? Are you from the city or from the village? Like, do you guys have like cars or houses or anything like this? They are always, they ask a lot of questions before you can even start talking in normal conversations. Why can't they just ask you, like, where are you from? Zimbabwe? Okay, and go and Google where Zimbabwe is and how the weather is and where people live and how people live. Like, do you really have to know why people came to Germany? Do you really have to know how people came to Germany with the flight or with the ship? Or do you really have to know if people are refugees or they are au pairs or they are students? I always think it's too much asking of questions. Like, they ask a lot of questions. You can never have a normal conversation before you ask 1,000 questions. It always feels like you're in an interview. When you meet a German person, when you start talking to them, it's like you've entered an interview for a job that is going to pay you thousands and thousands and thousands of euros. Like, why all the questions? Like, why the interview questions? Germans, if you're a German and you're watching this, please comment down below and let me know. Like, I don't understand. When I meet an African in a train, when we start talking, I ask, of course, where do you come from? And then they say, I'm from Ghana. That's it. Ah, so you're from Ghana, and then we start talking normal conversations. You're from Ghana, and then we start talking normal conversations. I never ask, like, where do you come from, a rich family or a poor family in Ghana? I think that question is very dumb. I never ask, like, so do you come from Ghana in the village or do you come from the city? I never ask, do you come from Kenya in the beaches or in the city or in the village? I don't ask that. When someone tells me they are from Kenya, it's okay. I don't need to know all those things. But with Germans, you get asked a whole lot of questions. Please, if you have experienced that, comment down below as well and let me know. The next thing that we're going to talk about is, of course, the seriousness of the Germans. Have you ever noticed how Germans are so serious? Like, it's that type of all work, no play. Like, seriousness. You can never have a proper conversations where you talk about anything. It's either they are asking you questions or you are talking about work. When you are talking business with Germans, then you are talking, then you can have a conversation, or else there is no conversations. They're always, even if you are in a train and you want to try and ask them something, you can never ask them anything. Even if when you are getting lost and you don't know where to go, you can never ask a German, because the way they keep their faces so serious, you can't even start asking a question. It's like, don't ask me anything. I don't know if you've noticed that, but it's always like, Germans are just too serious, man. Like, why are you guys so serious? Like, why can't you be smiling? Smiling doesn't cost a thing. Talking about that, when I met my husband, it's just a short story time. When I met my husband, when we were taking pictures, he never used to smile until I told him that, you know what, smiling doesn't cost a thing. You can start smiling. This is when he started smiling. Yeah, so you know, it's their thing. They're like that. They'll never smile. They always keep those serious faces, and you can never have a normal conversation with them. I know you have to get to know them first and all that, but there are quick conversations that you make when you meet people on a train, or when you meet people in a bus stop, or when you meet people on a workshop, on a work a thing or anything like that. But with Germans, it's always like, even if we meet them, like we don't know each other, we don't have to talk to each other. It's always like that. But for us Africans, it's like we can meet and start talking. Like we can meet right now and the conversation start going down, and we talk all the time. Like, this is the difference that I notice all the time. With Africans, you can have a conversation. With Germans, they're too serious for that. And I always get compliments that yeah, you know, I like your humor. Most people always tell me that they like my humor because everywhere I am, I'm laughing. I'm always laughing. The next thing that we're going to talk about is, of course, something serious. I feel like Germans, of course, not all of them, but there are Germans that always try to transfer their negative energy to other people. Have you ever worked with a German who have serious problems at home, or who have private problems at home? They bring it to work, and everyone will have to suffer for that. Like, they can't really they can't really separate work and home. Maybe they can do that, but they always bring that negativity. If they have problems at home, or I don't know, wherever, they always bring that to work, and they bring that negative mood at work, where everyone else has to suffer because one person has a problem. I mean, we all have our private problems, we all have problems, but we don't bring our problems at work. I feel like they always try to transfer that negativity when they are coming to work with that negative energy. They want everyone to have that negative energy. It's something that I don't really like. I've worked with people where they bring their serious negativity at work, and then you later find out that they were going through something at home. When I have problems at home, I don't take them to work. And when I have a negative mood or negative energy, I don't transfer it to anyone. I deal with it on my own. And when I come to people, I always try to smile. I always try not to show it. But have you ever worked with a German who tries to transfer their negativity to you? Please comment down below and let me know. I feel like they always try to bring other people down. When they're down, they want everyone to be down. I don't know, I've worked with black people, and with blacks, it's always live. It's always alive, where you wonder, don't you even have problems? But they have the most problems because they're not home, but they always try to keep it to themselves. They always try not to bring it to work. They always try not to affect the next problem with the next person with their problems. But with Germans, I feel like they spread it everywhere. I have problems, you have to have problems. I'm suffering, you have to suffer with me. I have a negative energy today, you have to have a negative energy with me. It's something that I don't really understand. Like why should you transfer your negativity to everyone? Why can't you just keep your negativity to yourself and try and deal with it? Or take it out to your friends or people who know you, not just work colleagues. I feel like it's something that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't transfer my negativity to someone. Like I said, it's not every German, but it's a few that I've worked with. It's an experience that I've made here in Germany, and yeah, it's so sad. It's something that I don't really understand. The next thing that we're going to talk about is, of course, their sensitivity. Germans are very sensitive. Like, there is no joke that you can pass through with the German. They are always beleidigt. Ich bin jetzt beleidigt. Like, yeah, Josh, what do you call beleidigt of English?
Be insulted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ich bin beleidigt or anything like this, meaning I feel insulted or anything like this when you are playing with them, when you are making jokes with them. It's okay when they make jokes about you, but the moment you start to strike back and make jokes about them, then they feel insulted. I've experienced it a lot of times that I try to joke with someone, or we make jokes and they make jokes about me. For example, they call me, you're from the bush, and then we laugh about it. Yeah, the bush is okay, and then we laugh about it. But the moment I try to play back and make a joke about them, then it's totally different thing. Short story time. At work, I was making jokes with some other women, and they used to call me, you're from the bush, and everything like that. You African, don't eat a lot, people in Africa are suffering. And then we laughed about it, we talked about it, we laughed about it, and like, yeah, we are joking, it's okay. I took the joke. But at one point, I made a joke and said, the food you cooked is not nice. I only say the food you cooked is not nice. Then, pooh! All hell broke loose because they felt insulted. I had to say sorry or anything like this. Like, it's something that I don't understand. Like, why are they too sensitive? And if you're so sensitive, then don't make jokes with other people if you know that you can't take their jokes back. I was just joking, but it went really bad. I had to ask for forgiveness so that we can continue working together in peace. So this is something that I also don't really understand, the whole sensitivity. And like I said, not everyone is like that. But like I also said, I gave example, I've experienced it. So it's always like, there are no jokes. It's always like, it's all work, no play. Don't joke with me. And yeah, because I don't understand it, because I don't get it. And it's something that I have to learn. I've said it before also in my other videos, that I'm used to making jokes and I'm used to making fun. I'm used to laughing and everything like that. And when you have to work with people that don't even laugh, that don't even smile, it always feels like, okay, did I do something wrong? Am I in the wrong room? Or, it's always difficult, but it's something that I have to learn. I'm sure with time, I will not be laughing with you guys like this. I will be a serious woman who doesn't take jokes anymore. I'm joking. I'll never change. The last thing that we're going to talk about is also something that I've experienced a lot at work. Germans like talking behind people's backs, like the gossip. I mean, if you're friends with Germans, if they are really your friends, then they're really nice people. But if they are not your friends and you just meet them at work, it can be really hard. Like talking behind other people's back. I'm not saying we Africans, we don't have it. We also have it. But I think with Germans, it's serious. It's worse. Because, I don't know, they always make you feel like you are accepted. Or they always make you feel like it's okay what you are doing, and they are laughing in your face, and they are making jokes in your face or anything like this. When you make jokes, they laugh because they don't make jokes or anything like that. But the moment you leave the room, the moment you give them their back, they can talk about you until I don't know. And it's something that I don't understand, because I feel like, especially at work, we don't have to talk about each other's back. We tell each other what you did wrong or what you did right, and then we correct that, and then we move on. But with Germans, it's also like, sometimes when you make a mistake at work, right, they will tell you, no, it's okay, it's not a big deal. But when you give them their back, when you leave the room, they will start from afresh. How could she do that? What's wrong with her? She's 30 years old. How could she make that mistake? And all that and all that. But the moment you come back to the room, and then it's like, why do we do that? I mean, it's, people gossip about each other from time to time, right? But I feel like with work, it should be a totally different thing, because there is nothing personal at work. We are all working for one boss, or one person is benefiting from both of us. So there is nothing that we should hide from each other, especially when it comes to helping each other grow in work, And I feel like we can help each other and grow, I feel like we can tell each other if we are making mistakes. I feel like we can share our experiences, like what's working for you, what has worked for you before, instead of just letting the next person do the wrong thing all the time. I think the right word for talking behind your back would be mobbing. I feel like there's a lot of mobbing with Germans. I feel like they mob a lot other people. Like, they want to erniedrigen, like they want to make other people small, instead of helping each other grow, instead of helping each other where I don't get it, they mob a lot. There's a lot of mobbing in these workspaces where also Africans are working. I don't know if you've experienced that, but I've experienced a lot of mobbing, unfortunately. And the sad part about mobbing is that there is no solution to it. Maybe I should make a whole video about mobbing. Comment down below and let me know if you would like to hear a video, or if you want to have something from me about mobbing in workspaces. I've experienced that a lot, and one thing I've learned about mobbing is that there's no solution to mobbing besides leaving the place where you're being mobbed, because the bosses never have a solution against mobbing, because the people who are mobbing others in workspaces most of the times are people that cannot be chased away. They have permanent contracts, or they are doing their job very well, that if they are chased away it will be a loss for the company or something like that. So usually a solution to mobbing will be the person who's being mobbed leaving the space. But that's a topic for another day. We'll talk about it next time or other time. And if you want to hear it, like I said, comment down below. So yeah, this is one thing that I don't really understand, this whole talking behind each other people's back, or wanting to make other people smaller than you, wanting to put yourself in a better space or anything like this. It's something that I don't understand among Germans. That's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a comment down below, and please share your experience in terms of things that annoys you about German, or things that you've experienced that you don't really understand. Leave them on the comment section and let other people know. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a like, or to share with other people. I'll see you guys. Bye.